Jason, why do you always gotta roast me, bro?
I'm not trying to roast you, bro. If you weren't such trash, I couldn't roast you so easy.
What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Clickbait Solutions. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Don't want to get copyrighted. We're on our way to Cairns. We're gonna go ahead and we're getting stuff ready for the lesson library. So I hope you guys are excited for that. The lesson library is going to be pretty much similar to my YouTube videos, but a lot more in detail and a structured lesson library that I'm going to have for those members that see value in it. I'm still going to continue developing the free videos on YouTube that I do, but we've been receiving too many people that have firsthand not been able to go through all my videos because I have so many of them, and they continue to make the same consistent mistakes that I previously made, but I've made videos about. But because I have so many, they can't watch them all. So I narrowed everything down into a very nicely, designed and structured lesson library, which I hope, based on a couple hundred people that have messaged me, they are interested in the lesson library. So that's pretty much who I'm actually creating it for. But we're gonna go ahead and work a little bit on that, and we're gonna go ahead and grab some lunch at Cairns. But I'm super pumped for today. Why am I pumped for today?
It's a great day.
It's another day to make money.
Another day to make money. Another day, another dollar.
Let's do it. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We did amazing with our swing trades on UGAS and AMD. Just everything has been going very well. Again, every day is not like this, but it's really nice for those days that do to live it to the fullest. So we're gonna go ahead and take the McLaren out, eat some canes. What better day to eat some canes and drive in the McLaren, right? So.
Peace, dog.
Fuck a wedding ring out by the neck, please. Diamonds got the fruit, try not to catch.
What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Clickbait Solutions. So I'm not too sure how this video is going to go, but today started off pretty well. The team and I, we had a really profitable day when it came down to the day trades. I do want to give a shout out to all the members that participated and that did extremely well. There's just been something in the back of my head for the past couple of weeks that I've been extremely busy with, my trip that I took to Houston to try to help out those that were unfortunately devastated by Hurricane Harvey. All the work that I have going on, with closing a couple deals and just a bunch of just different things, right? There was this thing always in the back of my head, which was always kind of just nerve-wracking. It's something that I've never done before, and pretty much what it came down to was like you guys saw on one of my older videos, I had the Corvette Z06 that I sold September 12th, 2017. So what ended up happening is now I'm in contact with the person that bought the car. They took out a loan, and there was a remaining balance that had to be paid, and it was supposed to be paid in I bought it on the 12th, which I believe was a Tuesday if I'm not mistaken. And it had to be closed by Friday. We signed up this notarized agreement that he notarized himself. I'm not going to say a name just for his protection as of now. But what it came down to was I was not paid in full on Friday. Something ended up happening where he had some sort of health issue based on, his kind of just breakdown on what it is that he said, which was very unfortunate. So I tried to be as reasonable as I could. Now it's September 27th, more than 2 weeks later, and I still have not received the remaining balance payment of what it is that he owes me. It's not an enormous amount. It's a couple $1,000s, but it's very unfortunate that you tried to go out of your way to this whole transaction, this whole deal that we ended up making was me working with him the entire day, waiting at his bank, something that I don't think, a normal seller would do. But I saw how excited he was, and I saw how pumped he was, to buy the Corvette Z06, which is, I 100% understand, and I wanted to be a part of that whole experience. So I tried to work with him for the past 2 weeks, but today I've been messaging him nonstop, and he has not been responding to any of my messages. I've been calling him nonstop, and he has not been responding to any of my calls. So I wanted to ask you guys, I have never had an experience like this. Have you guys ever had any experience where you sell something to someone and they end up, there's a notarized agreement in hand that he's a notary himself, right? I have the text messages and the paper trail itself that he still owed me a certain dollar amount, again, like the couple $1,000s. Is that something, that I can take to small claims court? I just kind of wanted to reach out to you before we have to get, my lawyers involved. Is there any approach that I can take that doesn't mean that I have to reach out to lawyers? If you guys know of anything, please leave it down in the comments. And then I also wanted to kind of lead by example. When it comes down to trading in the stock market or in real estate, I try to talk about my best practices as well as this is a mistake. I've made mistakes before that, I might have bought in, motorcycles a little bit overpriced and I didn't make much money on it, and that's something that I've explained before. Now this is a mistake that I've made that I hope none of you guys have to make. It's been in the back of my head. It's not worth the time, and it's very unfortunate. So when it comes down to closing the deal, make sure you close it that day. Make sure you have all the money on hand that specific day. And again, kind of like the mistake that I made when it comes down to the rental properties of going out of your way to making a deal happen for someone, it just ended up not working out in my favor. So because of that, I really don't know what to say. I'm just very overwhelmed with kind of just all the thoughts in the back of my head on why did I even do this? This was, very, very naive in my part. I hope everything can get resolved, and if you guys see this video being taken down, then I'm going to do that in respect to the individual, to the seller actually paying me. But if not, then I'll continue to make videos and continue to update you guys in the whole process of me taking care of this situation, and hopefully everything gets, dealt with, in a civil way, in a civil manner. But it's very unfortunate. So I just want to remind you guys that when you guys are trying to buy and sell, vehicles especially, I have at least some paperwork for this individual since he didn't pay me cash, he took out a loan. So I have all his details and stuff like that. So I know I can pursue that in that perspective. So I'm just asking you to guide me in the right direction, or if you guys have ever had any experience like that. But all I suggest for you guys is to make sure that when you guys sell a car or even just buy a car, that you guys have the title on hand, or if you're selling a car, that you're receiving all the money, because going out of your way and wasting all this time, going out of your way and wasting all this time, it's not efficient, nor is it worth your time, because we know, time is money, and unfortunately, I spent way too much time on this that it's making the deal not even worth it anymore. So it's sad to see this happen, but just at least thought I would share it with the members within our group, and I'll keep you guys up to date on the entire story. So thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, and like always, let your passion be what drives you in your success. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.